Hello, friends. It's Phil. And yesterday, or actually over the last few days, I've been talking about this new service that I'm trying to launch on the All Gardening website. The service being a lawn food subscription service. Because the most important thing is there's two parts to this, actually. The most important thing is a lawn needs feeding regularly. That's it. That's the most important thing to share. The second thing is that actually, if you're hearing me and discovering me, and you realize that I'm a bit of a lawn head, let's say, I'm a bit of a fascinated fool about grass. The second part to the lawn service that's really significant, I think, is you get access to me. And let's say over the last 19 years, I have looked at thousands upon thousands of lawns and gardens, I believe, from memory, but don't hold me to that. But here's the thing. Yesterday, I was chatting to my daughter, Mads, and I was talking about the lawn subscription service and the fact that I'm trying to turn the dial on it, let's say. And I also mentioned to her that in order to focus enough of my time on the lawn food subscription service and give time for me to do the virtual assessments and the chats, I need to limit the amount of customers that I provide lawn services to. So there's something in this, right? So at the start of this year, if you've been listening to some of the previous podcasts, I decided that I was only going to be able to work on 85 lawns this year. And if anything, over the last few days, I've come to realize that maybe I can't even work on that many. Because the most important thing about the lawn service I provide, Lawn Plan Complete, is I only want to grow the best lawns. I don't want to grow the best. I don't want to grow the most lawns like a lot of the other lawn companies in the country. I want to grow just the best lawns. That's okay for me. But having that sort of micro focus of doing the best, growing the best. Interestingly, I've been doing a bit of research around some of the products and services that I think have that ideology. The most important thing in that ideology is probably giving yourself time. Time to learn, time to become an expert, time to become a master craftsman. And let's just say 19 years has given me plenty of time. But actually, the other bit of time is if you do the best you can, if you provide the best service, if you provide only the best service, and you charge appropriately for your time in order that you can deliver only the best service, let's say it's a service that isn't accessible to everyone because buying the best, owning the best, isn't something we can all have, let's say. To be a master craftsman, you have to dedicate your life to something. And to buy something from a master craftsman or woman, you have to realize that there is an encyclopedia of knowledge and experience that you're buying. So look, there's two parts to this podcast a little bit, or there's many parts to it, as there are many of my podcasts. They ramble a little bit, they wander, they stray. But the thing is that the idea of lawn food, the subscription service of lawn food isn't for everyone. It's fine. It doesn't need to be for everyone. It's probably not the cheapest way to buy lawn fertilizer, let's say lawn food. There are cheaper ways. But there's also no guarantee that the cheaper ways are the best ways. There's no guarantee that the cheaper ways give you the guarantee you need for the best lawn. And I think the thing that I've been drilling down on and circling more and more and more is if the lawn service I provide to only 85 people or less is aimed at being only the best. I have to have time to create the best. But equally so, with the lawn food service, whilst it's something that lots of people can have, it doesn't have to be for everyone. But look, what you do is you get access to me. And actually, the more you invest in that access, the more you have the opportunity to have the best lawn. You have the best lawn, and I can help you have the best lawn. But you can't have the best of something cheap. It's a bit like this. Going into a car showroom, let's say one of the best cars that you might think to buy, whether it's one of the prestige labels, let's say, knowing the history of those brands, knowing the history of the craftsmanship that goes into those products. If you went into one of those showrooms and said, look, I know you're selling those beautiful cars, those brilliant cars, those superb performance cars for this much money, but can I offer you half of that and still have the same thing? The answer would be you can't have the same thing. You'd have to go and buy your budget car. The point I'm trying to make here is I started at the beginning of this year thinking less is more. I then also started realizing that 19 years of experience makes me a craftsman. 35,000 hours, I think I calculated, I'd walked on lawns. And in doing so, I'm trying to really reposition All Gardening and the business that I'm building as the best, as the pinnacle of the best brand, the best service, the best. And it's not for everyone, but it is for those that want the best or want to learn to hold, to have the best. So here's the thing. Here's the little moment of sharing. Lawn Plan Complete, which is my lawn service, is aimed at being the best lawn service you can have, which means that it's not the lawn service that works for the most people. It's just the lawn service that works for the best, or works on the best lawns, let's say. But here's a little thing. The lawn food subscription has all of the DNA of that best service, that Lawn Plan Complete service, except I don't do the physical stuff, the maintenance, the hours. But what you can do is I can guide you to get there with that. So anyway, if you're interested in what I do and what I'm doing and what I'm building, and if you're following this story, there's a link in the description to Lawn Food, the subscription service. There's also a link in the description to the Lawn Plan Complete service. Go and have a look. Go and have a look at what I'm doing. And if you're interested, why not come a bit closer and maybe purchase the Lawn Food subscription, or maybe inquire about the Lawn Complete service if you're within my local area. Anyway, just as a footnote, I've only got 80 slots left in the year now. I've lost 5 in the last 2 weeks. Or I should say I've lost 5. I've gained 5. Anyway, thanks for listening, folks. Catch you soon. Take care. Ta-da. Bye.